Good afternoon. Welcome back to Made by Heart Homestead. Today I'm going to tell you why I will never use Blu Kote again. Stay tuned. We had some drama on the Homestead Wednesday, and I'll insert a clip right here of what happened. As you can see, there is a dog running around the chicken coop and the chickens are going crazy. We caught this off of our security cameras in the backyard, and I came out here and ran the dog off, and I opened the coop door, and I noticed that one of the chickens, Harriet, she's always where I'm at. If I'm standing here, she's right here. If I'm at the coop, she's right there. I noticed that she had some blood on her comb that wasn't there earlier in the day. So everything that I have been told, I'm going to put a picture of Harriet's comb right here. Everything that I have been told is spray Blu Kote on it, because if you don't, then the chickens will peck it and it'll kill her. So while I made sure they didn't peck her, I sent my husband to Tractor Supply for some Blu Kote. So put gloves on, sprayed it on her head, excuse me, and they mobbed her. They just wouldn't let her up. So I got in here through that side door, and she ran into the coop, and I was able to get her. So since then, let me show you where we've got her. There's Miss Harriet. We set the brooder back up to put her in. We did some modifications to the brooder that I'll show you here in just a second. But there she is with her purple head, and I'll insert a picture of when we first sprayed it on her right here. And he modified the brooder so that she would have a bigger place to be in, because at first you just never think that it's going to happen, that you're going to need to quarantine your chicken. So I got the big dog crate for our dog, put it out here, and she was in it for a day, maybe a day and a half, and we modified the brooder to put her in because the dog crate wasn't big enough. But let me show you what we did. We cut a hole here and put the hardware cloth on it, and there's one on the other side over here so she could get airflow through. But we saved the pieces that we cut out of here so that we can stick them back in there in case we have a sick chicken that needs heat. Then we can still put a heat lamp in there and they can be warm. So that's Miss Harriet. Poor baby. She cannot, of course I know they're flock animals and they love to be with their flock, but if I'm in the kitchen and she can't see me, she just goes crazy. But if I come to the door, she'll hush. Most of the time my husband's out in the garage, so most of the day she has somebody with her, and she's fine. But she comes in the house, gets something to drink, or sit down on the couch for a little bit, she is going crazy. So after seeing the chickens go after her with the Blu Kote on her head, I decided that I will never use Blu Kote again. Of course, she's a white chicken with a little bit of orange on her head, and I guess the purple from the Blu Kote stood out so much that they wanted to peck it off of her. It said on the bottle that we may need to spray it on a couple of the other chickens, So we did that. I got the rooster and I got another one of the hens, and it didn't faze anybody. They didn't go after them at all. But as soon as I sprayed that on there and let her go, they were on her like flies. And so we had to scramble to get a quarantine place for her that we should have had when we first got the chickens. That should have been one of the things that we prepared for. But you just never think that that's going to happen. So I encourage you that when you get your chickens, have a first aid kit, because I had to send Billy out to the store to get the Blu Kote, which I'm not going to use again, and have a place where you can put one or two of them if they need to be separated from the flock. Now, she'll probably be in there for a few weeks or a month until that purple comes off of her feathers. It's starting to come off of her comb. The place on her comb has healed up, but her head feathers are still purple. So I can't put her out there while they're purple. So she's going to be a garage chicken for a few weeks. And we've enjoyed having her in here. We really have. But she's not happy because she's not with her flock. Of course, I think they think of us as their flock members too, being that she's quieter when we're out here, but I just hate seeing her separated. She's one of my favorite chickens, and it just breaks my heart that she's having to be quarantined. So that's the video today on why I won't use Blu Kote anymore. I think if she hadn't have been such a light-colored chicken, it might have been a little bit different, but I'm not going to chance it anymore because I have two light-colored chickens in my flock. So if you have any ideas on what I can use besides Blu Kote, I'd appreciate it if you'd put it in the comments below. If you want to see a video of when we first got our chickens, I'll put a link right here and one in the description to where you can check them out when we first brought them home. So thanks for watching. I hope you have a blessed day. And until next time, we'll see you later.